Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now this video is going to be very interesting because first of all we are going to focus on two different approaches to solve this problem, and secondly we'll learn something new, that is to focus on the constraints that are given. Yes, that's true. A lot of people tend to forget about this. This is really very important when you're trying to solve a question in as quickly as possible, because these constraints they sometimes help you to solve the problem in much faster way. Okay, so let's dive straight into the question first, and then we'll understand like what it is, like how do we solve this. So first I will explain what the question is, then we will go through our brute force explanation, then our brute force code, then our optimized code explanation, and then our optimized code. Okay, and at the end we will also talk about what are the time complexities for both our brute force and our optimized code. Okay, so let's get started with the question. So right now what we are given is that we have an array, okay, and we need to find two things: pairs, leftovers. Now what are these pairs and leftovers we are talking about? So technically we have to find a pair such of equal numbers. Okay, 1 1, 3 3, 2 2, it's that simple. Okay, and yeah, this is the question. Now, and once we find that pair, we will remove that pair from our array. Okay, so in this case our we have found 1 and 1, so we have found one pair and we'll remove this. So after this our new array is going to be this. Okay, so now we are at first index, third, and we have another 3 here. So we have found a pair, we'll increment this and we'll remove this pair from our array. Okay, now we are here, we have found another pair, so we'll remove this from our array and increment this pair. Okay, now if you will see here, we have only one value. Okay, and we do not have any other value for that, so this is considered as our leftover. So at the end we have 3 pairs and 1 leftover. So that's the question. Now how will we solve this? So first let's look at our brute force approach. So let me write this array again. Okay, what we'll do is we will take 2 loops starting from 0. These are going to be nested loops. Okay, these are going to be nested loops. Now what we'll do is we'll check like basically 4 things. First, I should not be equal to j. Okay, second and third I am leaving right now, and 4 is that nums of I equals to nums of j. Okay, let's do a walkthrough based on these 2 conditions right now. So I'm not going to go like index by index. I will say directly go like we have found I is equal to here and j is equal to here. Okay, so now what we'll do is we have found our values. What next? First thing is we will have to increment our pairs, but we need to do something about these values, right? Because we don't want to encounter them again. Okay, so for that what I'll do is I will change this value. I will reassign this value to a negative value. Why negative value? Because if you will see here in the constraints, our value is going to be 0 to 100. Okay, and we will not encounter any other value. You can take 100 or any other value like minus 100, 200, 300, it's up to you, but it should be negative. Okay, for simplicity I am taking -1. So these 2 conditions, these are our second and third like checks we have to do. Okay, that is nums of I should be greater than or equal to 0, nums of j should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, these are the two things. Once like everything is done, okay, our final array will look like this. Okay, what we'll do after this is we'll go through this array and we will check if a value is greater than or equal to 0. In that case, we'll increment our leftover. Okay, so that is all about our brute force solution. And if you have understood this, you please try it on your own, and you come back here and then compare your code. If you are stuck anywhere, you can also come back here. Otherwise, you are good to go. So let me jump into the code now. So we need first of all two things here. First is our pairs and another is our leftover. Then we have two loops. Next is j loop. Okay, here we have four conditions to check. First is I should not be equals to j, nums of I should be greater than equals to 0, nums of j should be greater than equals to 0, and nums of I should be equals to nums of j. If this is the case, then we do three things. Nums of I will reassign to any negative value, nums of j we will reassign to any negative value, and our pairs will increment. After this, our next step is to find the leftover. Okay, so what we'll do is int I in nums. Okay, if I is greater than equals to 0, leftover will increment. At the end, we'll simply return our pairs and leftover. Our code is done. Let me submit this. Okay, so it's really that simple. But in this scenario, in the brute force approach, sorry, our time complexity is O of n square, and we don't want that. Okay, we need to optimize this. So how will we do this? So let's jump to another explanation. This is going to be an interesting explanation. Okay, this is not, yeah. So we are going to use another constraint here, this one. The maximum length of our array is 100. Maximum value, not that one, not the array length, the value, maximum value is going to be 100. Okay, that means, let's say if you have a maximum index 2, okay, maximum value 2, okay, and to find this index in an array, how many values do you need? 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so you will be needing an array of length at least like the value plus 1. Okay, that's what we are going to do. The maximum value here is 100. So what we'll do is I will create a temporary array of length 101. Okay, now why is that? Let's look into that as well. We are given 1 3 2 1 3 2 2. Okay, so what I'll do is, let's say I have this temporary array, it's 100 elements, and what I'll do is I will go through this loop, and whatever value I find at that index I will increment in temp. So let's say I found 1, so in the temp at first index 0 1 I'll increment this value. At the third index 0 1 2 3, at second index, again at first index, this is 1, this will become 2, this is third, so this will become 2, this is second, so this will become 2, and this is again second, so this will become 3. Okay, so right now we have values 2 3 2. Okay, Now what we'll do is, now we are going to do two things. First of all, we'll again go through this array temp, and then we will do pairs plus equals to the value that we find divided by 2, and for leftover this is going to be I mod 2. Now why is this? Now first of all, why 2? Because we are asked pair. If we had like triplet, to find a triplet, then we would have taken 3. Okay, so let me just remove this and this. Yeah, so why this? So let's do a walkthrough here. So right now our pairs is equal to 0, and our leftover, that is also 0. Okay, now we are at this index. Here everything is 0, so we are not considering that. At 2, what is our pairs is going to be plus equals to I divided by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, so this is going to be 0 plus 1, that is 1. Okay, and leftover is going to be I mod 2. So 2 mod 2 is 0. 0 plus 0, 0. Now we are here at 3. So 3 divided by 2, it's again 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And 3 mod 2, that is also 1. Okay, so 1 plus 0, that is 1. Okay, now we are here at 2. I'm sorry about the background noise. Okay, so we are at 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So 1 plus 2, that is 3. And 2 mod 2, that is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So we have found our answer. This is pairs and this is leftover. Okay, so that's it. This is what you have to do. This is like pseudo code I have presented here. You can try it on your own. You can try to code this solution on your own. If not, then continue watching this. So let's jump into the code. We'll be needing this pairs and leftover, and what we'll need is that we'll be creating a new array 101. Okay, now you can also use vector, but for that you will have to do like memset to set all the values to 0. I'm directly using this array. Okay, now yeah, so first we need to do, like, we need to fill this temp array, right? So what I'll do is, for int I in nums, okay, temp of I plus plus. That's simple. Our temporary array is filled. Now let's go through our temp array. Okay, pairs is going to be what? I by 2, and leftover is going to be I mod 2. That's it. Our code is done. Let me submit this. Okay, so you can see, like, from the lengthy code that we had done earlier, we have narrowed it down and shortened it to just really in 2 or 3 lines of code. So that's the power of constraints, using the constraints wisely, right? So that's it for this video. I hope you like this. Okay, before that, the time complexity, right? So the time complexity for this particular code is going to be O of n, because we are only going through this temp array. Okay, and even like the space complexity is just the additional space that we are using to create this temporary array. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you like this. Do let me know if you have any other suggestions, queries, or doubts for me to solve from any other platform. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep coding.